Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at our baseball games that we have coming up for Saturday, May 31st. We're going to pick our 3 best bets out of the 15 total games. We're going to pick the best money line, the best spread, and the best over-under. We're going to break those 3 matchups down. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below, and I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can click on that link, sign up there. We would definitely appreciate that. We also have our main predictions and best bets video that came out this morning as well. That's the when we go over 15 total games today, break them all down, do our predictions, spreads, money lines, over under. So make sure to check that video out as well. But like I mentioned, this is the 3 best bets to me, the main ones that I'm going to be looking at. We're going to go over every game every single day this entire season. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. If you're also a football fan, once the football season starts, we go over every game and do our predictions and best bets every week. So guys, make sure that you are liked and subscribed to the channel. But let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these top 3 matchups and let's see what we got in store for today. The very first one that I'm going to be looking at is going to be our over-under. That's going to be on the MLB Network at 2 p.m. We have the 29-29 Cincinnati Reds back at 500 here. They did upset the Cubs yesterday. That's who they'll be facing off with today, the 35-22 Chicago Cubs. Looking at the fan vote here, Chicago a 58.3% chance to win this game, Cincinnati a 41.7%. The Reds right now 4th place in the Central. The Cubs are 1st place in the Central as well. Very deep division. This is a game with the Reds winning yesterday. You obviously have to give the Reds a legitimate shot to pull off another win here. But I'm going to be going with the over in this game. When you're looking at the total bet numbers, the Cubs are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. Chicago, they're minus 165. The Reds are plus 140. The Cubs offense, so they are coming off of a series versus the Rockies. I wouldn't say they necessarily played their best offense so far. Very close competitive series, and then they laid an egg yesterday versus the Reds. So the way that I'm looking at it is just statistical probability. They are due for those bats to wake up. Reds have a very good pitching staff right now. They're averaging 4.6 runs, 248 average, 58 home runs, 54 steals. They're giving up 3.78 runs per game. They've had consistently good pitching since opening day. So you got to give them a shot to win the game. You have to give them a shot to keep this game close. But the Cubs, with that offense, they are due for a very quick breakout game. They're averaging 5.9 runs a game. They do have the number 1 offense in baseball, 262 average, 79 home runs. That's number 3 in baseball. 72 steals, that's top 3 in baseball. Very aggressive batting order, and they're giving up 3.88 runs per game. Nick Lodolo going for the Reds, 4-4 record, 3.39 ERA, very good start, 63.2 innings, 55 strikeouts. Drew Pomeranz going for the Cubs. This guy hasn't pitched in a little while. It's been a couple of years. He's been pitching the last 2 starts here, but outside of that, his arm can be really rusty, but he's pitched great so far. 2-0 record, a 0.0 ERA, 12.2 innings, 14 strikeouts, but he's probably due to give up some runs. That's what I'm looking at, and the Cubs offense, the way the bats are maybe starting to heat up here, maybe they're going to get things back on track. They're due for some home runs. I think they're at least this game, you should at least be able to get over 7.5 runs. So give me the Cubs achieving the over in this game. In this next one, we're going to be looking at the line at 4:05 p.m. We have the 32-25 St. Louis Cardinals here versus the 28-30 Texas Rangers. Right now, St. Louis a 59.7% chance to win this game. Texas a 40.3% chance. Right now, the Cardinals 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. St. Louis, they're minus 155. The Rangers are plus 130. The thing about this game, Rangers and the Cardinals both have solid pitchers going right now, but I would say that the pitcher for the Cardinals has been a little more consistent for the last decade than the pitcher for the Rangers, but you got to give the Rangers a shot here. They have untapped potential so far this season. Their offense has been atrocious basically since opening day, but when you look at this roster on paper, the roster's not bad. They have a very deep offensive lineup, but the bats have not been hitting this entire season. They got to get Seager going. They got to get that offense going. They should be hitting a lot of home runs. They should be scoring a lot of runs, but one thing they do have, they have a top 5 overall pitching team in all of baseball right now. But right now, the Cardinals, they're averaging 4.8 runs a game, one of the hottest teams in baseball. Both their offense and their pitching for probably the last 5 to 6 weeks right now. They've been playing really good baseball, fought their way all the way to 8 games over 500. They're averaging 4.8 runs a game, 262 average, 52 home runs, 35 steals, giving up 3.71 runs per game. You cannot complain about any of those numbers. For the Rangers, overall, they have a bottom 5 offensive scoring wise statistically. 3.2 runs a game. That is atrocious. When you look at the guys they have on this lineup, they should be scoring a lot of runs. That's what they've lived off the last few years has been their offense. It's been the pitching this season. It's completely gone the other way, complete 180. They're hitting 220, 57 home runs, 50 steals. Those numbers aren't too bad. They're just not scoring overall. So when they hit a home run, it's a solo home run, but they are giving up 3.19 runs per game. Pitching like that can keep you in any game, can keep the game competitive. Looking at the pitching today, we have Sonny Gray going for the Cardinals. Overall in his career, an extremely consistent pitcher. Kind of been up and down throughout this season, but overall a 5-1 record, a 4.06 ERA, 62 innings, 66 strikeouts. And for the Rangers, you have Patrick Corbin going. It is a guy who had 5 straight seasons of over a 5 ERA. But so far this season, he's been like the comeback player of the season so far. Pitching really good this season. Yeah, you can't knock the production he's had because it's been consistent throughout this entire season. Not 1 or 2 good overall starts. It's been the whole season. 3-3 record, a 3.75 ERA, 48 innings, 38 strikeouts, back to basically 2017, 2018 Patrick Corbin. I'm going to go with the Cardinals winning this one. I do have them covering the spread. I do think they'll be able to win this game by at least 2 runs. Give me the Cardinals on the spread. And for the money line, you know where I'm going at 4:10 p.m. The 9-48 Colorado Rockies on pace right now to lose 135 games, which would be the worst team ever. They'll be facing off versus the 35-22 New York Mets. The Mets here, the biggest favorites of the day by the fans, 82.2% chance to win this game. Colorado, a 17.8% chance to win. The Mets here are 2.5 run favorites. The over-under is 8.5. The Mets are minus 420. Colorado is plus 325. Such heavy favorites here that sometimes it's a little concerning that they might be getting set up for the upset. Right now, Colorado, one of the worst offenses in baseball, the worst pitching staff in baseball. They're averaging 3.2 runs a game, hitting 218, 46 home runs, 27 steals, giving up 5.55 runs per game. 9 wins in 2 months, basically. That's 4.5 wins a month. The Colorado Rockies, they are the worst team in baseball this season. But hey, maybe they're due to have a win. They've had some very close games. The last 4 to 5 games have been very close for them, so they are playing very competitively. The Mets right now, 4.3 runs a game. They got to get Soto going. Soto's been a complete letdown so far, but we're only 2 months in. We still have 4 months left over. He's got to show me some production. They're hitting 245, 58 home runs, 42 steals. They are the number 1 pitching team in baseball, both starting rotation and bullpen, a 2.87 ERA, basically 3 runs less than Colorado gives up. They have a deep starting rotation, and they have a very good bullpen so far, a very consistent bullpen. Right now for the Rockies, so you have the worst starting rotation versus the best, statistically. For the Rockies, they have Santazella going. His ERA is actually higher than that team average. A 1-9 record, a 6.5 ERA, 54 innings, 29 strikeouts, 90 hits in 54 innings. If there was a chance for Soto to get a base hit, it's got to be today. And then you have Senga going for the Mets, one of the best pitchers in baseball so far. He's up there in the Cy Young conversation for the National League. 5-3 record, a 1.46 ERA. So one of the worst pitchers versus one of the best pitchers. He has 55.2 innings, 52 strikeouts, only 2 home runs given up so far in 10 games. Senga pitching well. The Mets, they got to get those bats going. They are due to have a breakout game here, especially versus Colorado. You got to score some runs. Give me the Mets to win this game on the money line. So that's our top 3 picks for me, our best money line, our best spread, and our best over. And thanks for watching, guys. Every week, we're going to be breaking down all these games, so make sure that you like and subscribe. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, drop them below. I'm going to make sure that I respond to every single one of them. If you want to join one of our member teams, just click down at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there. I would appreciate it. And of course, thank you all for watching. Good luck today.